Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Coffee and Contemplation, brought to you by Spotlight Recovery. I'm your host, Lucas. It is March 6th. I'm excited for this one today. We've got a cute little story, still out of a daily reflections book. I've got it written down somewhere, but it's just this really neat little story that I wanted to go along with today. It's a two-parter. First time I've put up a two-parter on the screen, so hopefully this goes all nice and smooth. We'll see how she goes. But yeah, I'll pop it up here and let's get into it. So, trust that good will come. It was a slow, boring January day at the Blue Sky Lodge. We had just moved in. The house was a mess. Construction hadn't begun yet. All we had was a plan and a dream. It was too cold and rainy to skydive or even be outdoors. There wasn't any furniture yet. We were lying around on the floor. I don't know who got the idea first, him or me, but we both picked up magic markers about the same time. Then we started drawing on the wall. "What do you want to happen in your life?" I asked. He drew pictures of seaplanes and mountains and boats leaving the shore. One picture was a video cameraman jumping out of a plane. "I want adventure," he said. I drew pictures of a woman tromping around the world. She went to war-torn countries, then sat on a fence and watched. She visited the mountains and the oceans and many exciting places. Then I drew a heart around the entire picture, and she sat there in the middle of all the experiences on a big stack of books. "I want stories," she said. "Ones with a lot of heart." Across the entire picture, in big letters, he wrote the word "woohoo." As an afterthought, I drew a woman skydiver who had just jumped out of the plane. She was frightened and grimacing. Next to her, I wrote the words "just relax." On the bottom of the wall, I wrote, "The future is only limited by what we can see now." He grabbed a marker, crossed out "only," and changed it to "never." "There," he said, "it's done." Eventually, the house got cleaned up and the construction finished. Furniture arrived, and yellow paint covered the pictures on the wall. We didn't think much about that wall until months later. Sometimes slowly, sometimes quickly, and sometimes in a way we'd least expect, each of the pictures we'd drawn on the wall began to materialize and manifest. "It's a magic wall," I said. "Even if you can't imagine what's coming next, relax. The good pictures are still there. The wall will soon become covered with the story of your life." Oh, God, it's going to make me cry. Oh, thank God the future is never limited by what we can see right now. The wall isn't magic. The magic is in us and what we believe. Before we start speaking the language of letting go, we need to understand what a powerful behavior letting go and letting God really is. God, help me do my part. Then help me let go and let you do yours. Oh, I love that story. I forgot to quote it. Forgive me. That is from... Oh, come on. I thought I wrote it down here. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay, I'm going to bring it up here quick. I've got it in... I pulled it up from the Hazelden Inspirations app. They'll give you different daily reflections to read. And so this one is out of the book, More Language of Letting Go, 366 New Daily Meditations. So it's this whole story. They've got an activity to it. There was so much I'm actually going to do the activity for another reflection, just to put some action to this. So anyway, More Language of Letting Go, 366 New Daily Meditations. It's another Hazelden publication. Oh my gosh, I think that story is so cute. I love it, love it. I'm going to switch back and forth a bit between the two, so you've got a chance to read them again if you want. And I've got a link to the readings in the description. I post them in there every day, so you've always got a copy that you can save on your phone, keep with you, read, whatever you need. Anyway, that story is just so cute, and I know it can seem like a lot, and especially if you're like an early addiction or something, it can seem really far-fetched. I think a common thing I've seen with a lot of people in recovery, and myself included, when we get to the bottom, like those throes of our addiction, you get to the point where it's like you don't want to dream anymore. It's too painful. Your life has become such a mess. living an active addiction instead of what you had actually dreamt it to be. Or maybe you achieved and accomplished that and then it started falling apart. You couldn't hang on to it because of addiction, right? So a lot of people don't let themselves do it at that point. I know I didn't. I fell into that camp for sure. You know, it was before it was I would be sitting on the couch so intoxicated, just daydreaming and fantasizing. One day I'm going to have this and one day I'm going to do that and my life's going to look like this, while I was in a gross drug house, loaded by myself, living with like mice and roaches and, and doing nothing. So, yeah, no wonder that didn't materialize. And then I started losing and letting go of any of these dreams and thoughts because of really seeing where I was at and where my life was at. Pardon me. So I didn't let myself do it. And so, this is obviously a cute couple-y story, and they have just moved somewhere and bought, a house or a business they've started, something like that. And so it's a partnership. They're doing it together. This whole thing, it's great. It's beautiful. For ourselves in recovery, it's one of those things where, like, we learn if you're an addict like me, you bottom out like me, and you have to get recovery no matter what. You have to stop the addiction, whatever it is. You have to find a new and better way to live. The work starts there. And you put all this stuff on the shelf, we get there, but the first things have to be living and working that life in recovery, building a solid foundation, getting years of recovery, making this your new way of life, dealing with the wreckage of your past, of all that old stuff, so you're not carrying it around anymore. You're not dragging around your past, all of these things, because they're really just blocks to then you moving forward and building this life you want. I mean, you can't try to build this life of your dreams while you have the past still strapped to your back, you're just dragging it along. Like, you can't. It's impossible. You're a human being. We all have those limitations. It's just too much. And also, why would you want to try to fight that and go that route and just make it so much work and harder and agonizing for yourself? You're like, I'm going to climb a mountain. Okay, well then why would you choose to do it with a whole big heavy bag of unnecessary crap? Like, why would you choose to do that? It's just going to make it harder and worse for yourself, right? So, doing the work, letting go of the past, and leaving the past in the past, so it's no longer a blockage to this life you want. And then in recovery has been the only way that I have found and seen to be able to start building the life that I really want. Right? I mean, before in my addiction, I had been in and out of homelessness from 18 to 23, got in some real legal border trouble, and I'm was suicidal, psychotic, owed money to people you do not want to owe money to. And I have got through and out of all of that. It took years, it took support, but I got through and out of all of that stuff. And I mean, I went from that now to I have my own 2-bedroom house. It's mine. And I do a bunch of work from home. I am building this company. I am making videos and doing recovery coaching. I've now dedicated my work and career to helping the next people stay sober and building this life they want. Because I know and understand how bad and scary things are and can be, and then the kind of life you can build out of it now. And like, my story isn't remotely done being written yet. I am 35. I am in my 13th year of recovery. I just explained those basics of what it looks like now. And I've got so much to look forward to. And it's so incredible. And it's because of recovery. And it's because of this work and continuing to do this work and continuing to be of service and give it away. These are these key things that I've learned. And this is what is allowing and making aspects in these things of this life to come true. So, no, I have a bit of a different view. My wall, compared to the story, looks different than theirs does. But bits and pieces of my wall are coming true. And they're happening. And I'm able to be working towards them and building them because I have this life in recovery. It's so cool. It's so cool. And it's so amazing. Oh my gosh. And so I guess it's just my final thought will be just I wish and hope that for you too. I wish and hope this for you too. And know that recovery and to build this life you want and these dreams that you want, recovery has to come first. Has to and always come first. That's the foundation. Recovery is the wall. Ooh, this is cool. Recovery is the wall they were just talking about in the story. That's that foundational piece. Then you build your life on it. You draw, you paint your life on it, whatever it is. Okay? Oh, it's such an emotional one. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this stuff so much. Oh my God. Oh. Ooh, okay, last two things with it. One is I've made another recovery coaching video called the Top 5 Exercise. Here's a little link to it right here, or it'll be in the end in the credits so you can watch it as well. I highly suggest going through it. It's a great exercise that can help you start envisioning and looking and seeing what do you want this life in recovery to look like, just to help start giving you some guideposts. How do you start building this life you want? It's a great exercise, top 5 exercise. Go through it. And then still, if you want more coaching around that, you don't understand, you're watching this video and being like, Lucas, you are full of shit. I do not believe you. Send me an email, lucas@spotlightrecovery.com. I do recovery coaching with folks. I would be happy to talk to you and work with you over this to help you build the life and recovery you want. Okay? Also in that description are a bunch of other free resources that we offer. So other recovery coaching videos, a podcast, blog, network of service providers. So check all that out. We just want to try to get you the help that you need and help you build this life that you're looking for. And if you are liking these videos, you want to help support the channel and us grow, please do the YouTube things. Subscribe so you don't miss anything. Share it with friends and like. And the comments help too. We'd love to know, what's the life you want to build in recovery? What's on your wall? Tell us in the comments, what would you draw on your wall? I would love to see this. I think it would be so fun and exciting. And I know other folks would too. And these reflections can help other people. Your share could help somebody, and that's the whole point. Okay, don't be shy. We'd love to see it. All right. Last channel supports are donating, becoming a member, buying some merch. We've got a bunch of great stuff all on there. Every little bit goes a long way. We really appreciate it. Okay, so have a blessed 24. Today, have another beautiful day in recovery. Get out there and paint on your wall, and we'll see you tomorrow.